Start ripping tippets.
Tippets in line. This is my Tenkara rod.
Alright, so I'm jumping into this video from the future because I realized that when I was recording at the river that I had my entire head cut off and I was only showing my knees and not really showing everything that I wanted to show y'all. So I'm just going into like a little bit about the rod. This is the Tenkara USA rod. It is their Hain rod, and something that I wanted to show is that like what it comes with. So that is the case that it comes in, and it has this sock as well. So you pull it out of the sock and basically it keeps everything very protected, which I love. And this thing is very small and it extends out to 10 feet 10 inches. So this is their like most compact rod, and you can like put it in your like suitcase and stuff whenever you're flying around. And if you're a backpacker, then this is ideal, which I love, so I can fish wherever I'm at. So it has this little like plug here at the top. Let me see if I can I'm gonna do like a beauty influencer right now. There we go. Plug up at the top, you pull that guy off. And when you're setting up this rod, which is what I was doing in the original video, is when you're setting it up, I'm just gonna pull out. This is the very top part of the rod. So what you're gonna do is take your main line that has your fly at the end, and you're gonna tie it to this guy, and then that's it. So you'll have your tippet, your line, and you're gonna tie it to this liane. And that's how you get started fishing out on the water. So I like show all that in the video and it was all cut off. So I'm like, oh, I should just make like another section like showing what I was talking about. And then I kind of show this at the end of the video, but this is the keeper. So this guy comes, and it is a very compact thing here. So I'm gonna actually flip it around so I can show y'all. Okay, so here is the keeper. It's basically a thing that you can use to hold all of your lines. So as you can see here, that piece of I hope I'm saying this right, but my tippet is right in here. So you just pull and it kind of zippers in and out of this guy here. And then you can store your fly here. So this is like the very end of my line. And then it has this very tiny compartment that you can open up here, and you can store some extra flies in there, which is really, really nice. So basically in that one part of the video, in the very beginning when I'm setting it up at the river, I'm explaining like how I'm setting it all up. But yeah, so let's jump back to the past where I'm about to practice with the Tenkara rod, and let y'all watch what I did from there.
Anything yet. We've had a lot of bites, but haven't landed. So I'm gonna go try this like water whirlpool situation over there. We didn't catch anything. I used the fly or the Tenkara rod around water here on the river. Got bites, but didn't get any fish. I'm planning to go to this fly shop up in Round Rock, Texas, and I'm gonna see what flies they recommend for the fish here in Texas. So hopefully that helps out. But this one came with a pretty standard fly. I'm not sure like I'm not an expert on like what works with what, so I'm curious to hear from people in the area what works here. 'Cause, yeah, I would like to catch something on this rod, and I've seen people on YouTube catch like bass and stuff, so I want that to be me. For those of you who know me very well, you know that I've been wanting to catch a bass for a long time, so if I could catch a baby bass, then that would be great. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. I know there was no fish, but hopefully there'll be some in the next one. This is a learning process for Tenkara, and we're gonna go to Seattle in the next 2 weeks, so I'm hoping to get some fish up there, like trout, which would be fantastic. So, all right, see ya. Also, I highly recommend these if you're looking for an affordable pair. I'll put a link in the description. Oh my goodness. Oh, now they're all jumping out over there. How typical. Go ahead and wrap up my line on the keeper. The zipper sound is so satisfying.
And now that we're at the end of this video, you probably saw that I did not catch any fish, which is totally fine. And just wanted to let y'all know too, like I am very much a beginner at Tenkara fishing, so wasn't expecting to really catch anything on my first go. Still trying to get my technique down, learn more about you know, how to use the rod properly, specific flies, which after I left the river that day, I went over to Living Waters Fly Shop, which is up in Round Rock, Texas, and I got this fly box and some flies that are perfect for the fish that we have here in Texas, and also some that I'm gonna need when I go up to Seattle in a few weeks to catch some trout up there. So this is all a learning process. I mean, I am somebody who has a million different things that I do in the outdoors. I backpack, hike, climb, fish, and this is a form of fishing that I wanted to get into for a really long time, and I've learned about Tenkara fishing from a few different people and saw videos online as well. So just, you know, life's too short to only know a few things, so I figured I'd try Tenkara fishing, and so far I absolutely love it, how minimalistic it is, and how, you know, great it is to be able to take this like very small rod and go fish wherever I want, and you can even catch bass on these things, which is amazing. So yeah, I am very excited for my Tenkara fishing journey, and if you have any tips on, you know, how to Tenkara fish, flies that work for you, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I am always looking to learn more from people. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and keep an eye on my channel if you want to see my future Tenkara trips. All right, bye y'all.